Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I want to look into the case of Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy's trial. Um, I've been avoiding talking about it, to be very honest. I did not know where to start. And usually, this is not my kind of topic, right? I do not support or stand behind people who are known abusers. I just think the reason why I don't talk about this is it's very complicated, heartbreaking, difficult. But, sometimes on my podcast, I do kind of go out of my way and do different takes, different topics. I've recently tried to add my opinion to the situation with Shannon Sharps. Grab yourself a coffee. Please don't mind the background noise. I'm sitting in the kitchen, and I guess that was the fridge right now. So, obviously, the trial is set up this way that there are no cameras, there is no audio recording for the public. So, people are really just relying on the details, the small information that, media channels are getting or any kind of other way the information has been shared to the public, but there is no, recording where we could just take a look and understand what really happened, what's really going on, how the emotions, like what emotions are in the room, all these things. But yet, the internet obviously is not going to leave us with nothing. So there are different platforms that are talking about this, New York Post, WSJ, and more. Oh, grab yourself a coffee, guys. And I'm just trying to see what we can learn. So, the federal trial of Sean Diddy Combs, currently underway in Manhattan, has unveiled a series of explosive allegations and testimonies. Combs faces charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting individuals for prostitution. Those are the charges. And I think, to be honest, there are more charges, but this one's already quite big. The prosecution alleges that he led a criminal enterprise categorized by corruption, violence, and manipulation. Key witnesses and revelations, obviously, Cassie Ventura, his ex girlfriend, and also a well known musician who was, if I understood correctly, sponsored by him. He was the one who kind of made her famous, gave her the opportunity to tap into that world, but also not only giving her the opportunity to tap into the music world and create a career and a name for herself, but he was also the same person destroying this woman, which is to me, right, and I'm sure for other people out there, it is so difficult to comprehend. I'm sure there are so many questions. And the funny thing, and not that it's funny, but the funny thing is that we, as just average people looking from the outside in, or some people being fans and enjoying the music, you don't really think too much of it, but then you also do think something about it. You're like, what is going on in that relationship? Not necessarily only because of the age gap, but just, I guess, the dynamics, the setting, the power dynamics, the control, the fact that it was a business relationship and somewhat a love relationship. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but I'm trying to point out that yes, while people perhaps enjoyed the music and were like, loving it because this might be their two favorite celebrities, I'm sure at the same time there are people who like, what is actually going on, right? So, Cassie Ventura, a central figure in the trial, testified about enduring physical abuse. And that is something that not only she testified, obviously, great that she did, she was the first person who, you know, came out, I guess, filed a report to the police that, turned to this case, the first case that he was trying to put out a settlement. This whole thing, her coming out, created the snowball of where we are today, and more is more to come, right? If she wouldn't be, or didn't take the courage, or just hit the limit of saying, I will not hide anymore, I will not keep this a secret anymore, I'm sure this man would not be in this position, because no one else so far has said anything. Um, so enduring physical abuse and coercion during her relationship with Combs. She recounted an incident where Combs allegedly attacked her with a wine bottle after discovering her communication with rapper Kid Cudi. Her mother, Regina Ventura, corroborated these claims, stating that Combs demanded 20,000 to prevent the release of explicit videos of Cassie. Regina also testified about taking photographs of Cassie's injuries and documenting the abuse. Now, one thing that I'm definitely going to say is, what a stupid fool. This is someone, even early on in his career, before he became the billionaire today, this man was doing so well for himself, right? And now, today, in the last few years, you've been uber rich, super rich. Like, words cannot describe how much you actually own and how powerful you are monetarily, of course, as well. And from all the threats that you have to put out is to put someone's mother, threaten them to put out disgusting content from their daughter to the world if they don't give you 20K, like you needed 20K. Obviously, you don't need that money. You're just trying to hold them down, make them feel slow, break them, right? Put them in a position where they think they cannot escape it, trying to manipulate them, thinking that now they owe you something. Isn't that mind blowing? You're a billionaire. What do you need 20,000 for? Now, I get it. Money is always good to have. More money, why not? But come on now. That is so stupid, right? That is so stupid. It's like you have $1,000 in your pocket on a weekend, you're going out, but you're so much fighting for your €1 that you need to get back because the bartender maybe made a mistake, and you're like, give me back my €1, but I have 1,000 with me. Like, I get it, but no, I don't. Stupid. I'm sorry. This is not a joking matter. Another thing what I wanted to say is, I'm enjoying this coffee, I can't lie. Another thing I wanted to say is that there was this video, right? We all remember this clip that was exposed, both of them in a hotel, on the hallway, and him, Sean Diddy Combs, pursuing Cassie Ventura, holding her aggressively, actually being physical with her, like beating her, hurting her, being violent to her. So that clip already is known by the majority of the public. So it's not difficult to believe that the characteristics that she's painting out, explaining, it's easy to buy that, especially when he then realized that, oh, I'm not going to be able to escape this one, came on Twitter or Facebook or wherever to make a clip of himself pretending to be so sorry and to be so disgusted about himself on how he treated her back then, and even now he's still so disgusted, like the fake remorse. So that already is, we know what happened, or we believe her when she said this, and that happened.